Hold up, shit. I gotta share this real quick with niggas. Share. Copy link. I don't know why the fuck it's doing that for though. Fuckity fuck. Instagram me. Use that shit. Stickers. No. Link. Bear with me. I have to share this. I have to let them know. Tap into the stream. You feel me? We gotta let them know. We gotta let them know. A nigga, you feel me? A nigga streaming, you feel me now? So we gotta let them know. The story, boom. Alright, what's up to y'all boys in the stream? You feel me? Oh my god, there's a cockroach. Look at my life, bro. Look at his life, bro. Already about to end stream, bro. Like, it's just solid clips, though. It's just solid clips. This happens all the time for me. So, is it a bit annoying? Yeah. But they like my people, though. Like, hold up. Nigga, it's right. You feel me? I was like, he family. That little creep family. He family type shit. So, like, we're not gonna, you feel me? We're not gonna be bothered by him. I'm fucking bothered. I'm bothered. But I can't spray it or like slap it because you know shit's gonna be bad if I do that. So it's crawling all over my fucking like my MacBook now. You know what? Enjoy your time alive, nigga. Cause your time will come. Your time will come. Just not right now, cause like you on my MacBook. You feel me? You on my private possessions. But your time will come. Alright, boom. What the fuck? Alright, so we just gonna start up. I'm just play this little Boston Richie shit as background audio, cause you know that nigga got exposed for some shit that's we
Oh my God. So it looks like Boston Richie has just been exposed
you feel
again
me?
badly, right? If y'all don't
That
know
nigga got
Boston Richie, he's
exposed.
the rapper that got exposed by 1090 Jake years ago for snitching. This is really where his career took off. A lot of people thought it was going to kill his career, but it ended up actually propelling his career a little bit. It's also when 1090 Jake really started exposing rappers for snitching, right? Y'all might remember the interrogation footage of him sitting in the police station giving up names.
What about him?
Tell me about him. Tell me about your relationship.
That's the dude. They say that's the dude from D Block. They're like,
What do you know his name is?
Wait. Yeah, man.
All right.
Right, like I said, that video came out. People thought that was going to end Boston Richie's career, but it didn't because in
Oh my
2026,
god.
nobody really gives a damn about anybody snitching. Even 3-4 years ago when this tape dropped, nobody really cared about snitching. So it didn't have any effect on his career really. But these new allegations that Boston Richie's facing, yeah, these allegations are crazy and very well could be career ending. All right, so this story revolves around Boston Richie and his ex-girlfriend, Tatiana Chanel, I believe her name is, right? He dropped a song the other day called Bitch You Weird. This is a diss song to her. And when this song came out, she started seeing red. She went online. She started exposing Boston Richie for any and everything that she could. Now, Boston Richie and this girl's relationship was already weird, and bro has already faced weirdo allegations because this girl has seemingly admitted.
Like niggas think I'm joking or some shit, bro. No, like that roach is dead on my shit, bro. But honestly, when it comes to this shit I just heard about, this nigga being exposed for this all different types of rambunctious actions. Apparently, this nigga gay. He a snitch. He basically did everything but be kind and uplift others. You know what I mean? I feel like, that's your life. That's really your life. And it's like you could have done anything with it. And you decided that, oh my god, like this roach is actually bothering me. Like I'm not joking. Like this nigga is crawling on my shit, all over my shit. And it's like, yo, it's like an annoying little cousin in a way. It's like, oh my god, like, it's like I'm gonna tolerate you for now, but like if I could kill you, I would. I just can't. So you lucky. Never painted like this. Kind of awkward. So like I'm like adjusting as you see me. So like, and I also don't really care how this shit looks like, low key, cause I'm at this point, nigga. You know, at this point, I don't care how this shit looks like, bro. As long as it turns out to be something. No, it's all fun and games until he starts crawling on my campus. You feel me? Then niggas gonna know I'm not joking. I'm not playing around. Let's go back to playing that Boston Richie shit.
Admitted numerous times that her and Boston Richie started dating when she was only 16 years old.
Game is game.
Did you ever lie about your age to any man?
Never. I've always been truthful about my age
That kid is
because my age is a flex. No shade. I am officially single. I am no longer in a relationship. About time. It's been a long 4 years. And I just turned 20 and it's time to focus on me.
Right, so as y'all heard, she had just got out of a relationship, a 4-year relationship with Boston Richie, and she said that she had just turned 20. At the time that they started dating, Boston Richie would have been, 20 or 21 years old himself. So already right there, it looks bad, but this situation gets worse because after their breakup, he drops this diss song.
This nigga's life is hard, man. It's a hard life to live, nigga. How you gay and a pedophile? That's a hard life to live. Like, in a way, it's not funny because it's like you can't be touching little girls and stuff like that. But it's also in a way kind of comedic because it's just like, damn, like that's a real hard life to live, bro. Like, I can't even really. That shit tough. That shit tough, bro.
She starts raging online and making posts, and she went up and she said, "You can't leave nobody in peace. They want to send out your tapes and drop diss songs. Let that song drop tonight and the world gonna know what you like, and it ain't cat." Okay, so she kind of warned him if he dropped the song, she was gonna reveal something about him. She hinted at it being about his sexuality. Despite the warnings, the song did come out. It did drop. She posted this up. She said, "Speak on me again, and I'm dropping all these DV pics and videos. Keep my name out of your mouth." Hinting that she may have been a victim of abuse during their relationship. And eventually she did drop 65 photos in an album titled Proof of Abuse. And she said, "The disc took down yet?" Or
Like, that's just sloppy though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to like do something like beat a woman, obviously you should never do such an evil thing. But like, how she get 60 like full photos of you beating her? Like, you know what I mean? If you go and do it, at least be good at it. You know what I'm saying? At least be good at what you doing, man. Out here sloppy and shit. Like, come on now, fuck it. Yeah, he's living a rough life. Like, it's a rough life to live.
we posting these 65 different photos of me busted up by you, all different days, by the way, right? And in that photo album, she did have images of like her eye busted up and bruising on her face and things like that. I'm not gonna put them in the video, but y'all kind of get the gist. And she went on, she said, "Song is still up, so let's start with this day. When you kidnapped me, had me butt naked in a truck full of men while I was bleeding on my cycle." In parentheses, I was free from bleeding the whole ride, by the way. "And you took me from Orlando, Florida, all the way to Alabama. I couldn't call the police because your friends were patrolling me. And I was only able to take these photos quickly because you fell asleep. Every gas station stop, you would hold me down because I try to bang on the windows and scream to get help. I'm posting the rest soon." An 8-hour drive naked.
I mean, Jesus Christ. This nigga sound like a super villain. Like, I'm telling you, like, this nigga, he sound diabolical. Like, he out here kidnapping 16-year-old girls at the age of like 20, like at the age of like 30, putting them in this little van. This nigga evil.
In a car full of men, right? And she posted a photo of her in the back seat of this car with a bunch of dudes, and another one where she seemingly was, not dressed. Again, I'm not gonna put that up in this video, but that's what she said. She accused him of kidnapping her and abusing her. Okay. Now, when these photos dropped, you had the internet doing what the internet always does, and it started questioning things. And the number one question was, if all of this was happening to you while you were in this relationship, why did you stay with Boston Richie? And she actually did respond to that, and here's what she said.
Because a lot of people always ask, why did you stay? Why didn't you leave? When you have somebody, when you're with somebody and you're being threatened to either be or being threatened that they're going to themselves, it's not easy to leave. A person who knows where you lay your head at, where your family lays their head at, it's not easy to leave. It's always going to be hard leaving.
And that's true. I could definitely say that's true. And if he's willing to hurt you like that, just imagine what else he's willing to do.
Okay, here's what I'll say, nigga. I don't give a fuck, bro. If I'm being honest, bro, like, it's just shit, bro. It's just tough, I guess. Like, I wouldn't wish this on, like, I want this on, like, my female siblings or something like that, but, like, so you kind of did it to yourself, and shit, you wanted that shit to happen. Most of the bad things that happen in your life is because you want it to happen. Like, we like suffering, we like pain, we just act like we don't. You feel me? And it's really just that simple. I'm gonna listen to this now.
So today we're going to be reacting to a video that has gone semi-viral, somewhat viral, we could say. Why is Black America like that? Video by Basic Logic. I first came across this video, or was made aware of this video, because of Antonio Talks, who went ahead and he reacted to this video himself about a little bit over a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago. And turns out this man manages to spout a ton of bullshit in 5 minutes, bro. It's only 5 minutes long, but this video has so much garbage, so much bullshit, so many contradictions. This video that I'm going to produce is probably going to be significantly longer than 5 minutes, but let's go ahead and take a crack at it, circle the wagons, make sure that this man has been completely eviscerated.
Let's not beat around the bush. You've seen the clips, you've seen the statistics, the wanton disregard for public order, the absurd crime rates, fatherlessness, and the constant acts of self-sabotage. So why is Black America like that?
All right, so that's actually the first point that he makes. Not so much that he articulates it, but it's visual propaganda. He flashes a bunch of different images on the screen. And so what does he put up on the screen? He puts up a video of a black person behaving violently, a picture of a black pedophile rapist, some intimidating, scary looking mugshots of black young men, as well as this chart right here, racial disparities in local jail incarceration rates in 2018. Are you trying to suggest that there aren't videos of white people acting violently?
Right now, Ted, an arrest made in a bar fight killing, a man turning himself in.
I feel like a lot of these like racial talks are just masturbation. Like, people think what they want to think. Like, a lot of times people may be like, oh, I believe this because of research and evidence. But it's like, the thing is, like, you can find evidence for anything. You can find any evidence to justify any type of belief. You believe what you want to believe. You know what I mean? So, like, when people have debates and all these endless discussions, it's like, nigga, you want to believe this shit. It's like, there's no point in me arguing with you, nigga. You want to believe it. It don't matter if I'm right or wrong. Like, it was never about who was right or wrong, nigga. Like,
2 days later, the family of the man who was killed says he died protecting his girlfriend.
Wow.
He put his life on the line for me. Man.
At bar close, she says she was.
I'm not gonna lie, you should die protecting your wife, but your girlfriend. I mean, like, yo, like, you gonna sacrifice your life protecting her, and she gonna move on, my dear. She gonna move on quickly too, like that. Like, you're not gonna be remembered. Like, I hate to break it to you. If you want to do that, bro, more power to you, bro. Like, you a good man. You a good man, and like the next nigga she fucking, bro, she gonna say the same thing. Like, dang, he really died for you? That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. She gonna be smashing. That shit GG's. Better get more proud too. If you wanna do that with your life. Wanna do that, go do that. Like
Threatened by this man, Brian Sweeney, who police have now arrested and charged with murder.
Horrible.
He had been a customer that night. Jaden says when it was clear she was his target, Kane stepped in and paid the ultimate price.
Man, that boy was so good.
So we have a white man targeting a white woman, as most white women are targeted by white men. We have a white man preying upon a vulnerable woman, and when her boyfriend tries to intervene to protect her, he murders him. And so are we trying to make the argument that we can't find plenty of videos online of white people being violent? Then, of course, there's the image where we have some guy, allegedly trainee pharmacist, jailed for filming himself raping a toddler. Horrible story. Hope this man gets a death penalty if this is true. But I don't know if you want to go here, if you want to talk about pedophilia. And
I can't lie. If you get accused of rape or like any type of obscene crime, whether you did it or not, like your life is fucking over, dude. Like me, I would really contemplate just ending it all if that happened to me. Cause like, even if it's a lie, it's just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like that's like a type of cap. That cap has damage to it. Like your whole like your mom not gonna fuck with you no more. Like, bro.
in child molestation and child abuse, if you want to make this a race thing, sir.
I have an update now on a disturbing case after a New York man has pleaded guilty to the rape and severe abuse of his 11-month-old infant daughter.
Wow.
A word of warning, this story is graphic. Prosecutors say the child survived what they described as prolonged abuse inside an Ohio hotel. At the time, 38-year-old Jason Santos was living at a Springfield Township Red Roof Inn. Officers found the baby unresponsive, but she did survive. Santos will be sentenced on Tuesday. He faces life in prison.
So we have a white couple here. A white man rapes his 11-month-old daughter. God damn. Here's the actual news article. Here's another news article covering it. This is him.
I can't lie. That I can't lie. That's some shit I've never heard before. But like that nigga, he gotta go. He gotta go. Like he gotta go. Like, you know it's bad when I keep on saying like there's no words to be spoken there no more. It's just like, dang, like you did that? You like that's you? That's how you moving? You gotta go.
Now, this man, I understand his name is Santos, but it's the same way how Nick Fuentes, his last name is Fuentes. There are plenty of white people with Spanish-sounding last names, and as you can see, Jason here is very much a white man, and without...
That nigga is some type of Mexican, probably. There's many types of Mexicans, and no, I might sound racist, and it's just like, they're different, allegedly. This is all alleged, by the way. Like, this whole thing about them being so different from each other. It's like, bro, growing up, there was no such thing as, like, Brazilian or Dominican or, man. You're just Mexican, bro. They started creating all this new stuff. Like, you talking, like, 2020. That's when all this stuff started getting complicated. Like, before then, bro, it was just Mexican, bro. Now it's like, no essay. It's this, it's that. It's like, bruh. Don't care. I don't.
Without a doubt, Jamie Lee Hunt? It don't get no more white than that, brother. Jamie Lee Hunt? Yeah, so here we have this white adult couple arrested for raping their 11-month-old daughter. You don't want to go there when it comes to pedophilia, all right? Because if you check out the actual data from the United States Sentencing Commission, when it comes to the sentencing of people who have been caught with child pornography or have been involved in the producing of child pornography, look at this. 71% of the assailants are white. Only 6% are black. Keeping in mind, white people make up about 60% of the population, where black people make up about 13% of the population. So black men are underrepresented, or black people are underrepresented when it comes to anything to do with the abuse of children and child pornography and all of that, whereas white people are overrepresented. So would you like to explain why are white people like that, since we're asking this question? Why are white people like that? Would you be able to answer this?
That's what I mean by like race talks are endless and circular. It's like, okay, you proved that like more white people are pedophiles, right? Cool. Like that's not gonna change like white supremacist opinions. Like it's not gonna be like, oh wow, like nigga, they gonna find some more shit to argue about. Like arguing is a waste of energy.
This, of course not. He also flashes on screen these images of black men, their mugshot images. Oh, look how scary the black men are. And we could easily do the same thing for white men. I mean, look at these guys. I'm sure you, if you're a white person, I'm sure you wouldn't like to be alone in a room with any of these men, right? And so again, stop trying to make this seem like this is unique or special to the black community. You have terrible people in every demographic. You have horrible people, people who abuse children, all of it. It's in every demographic, okay? All right, and then lastly here, ironically, he uses this image, racial disparities in local jail incarceration rates from 2018. But this idiot, you know where he got this image from? He got it from this website right here, prisonpolicyinitiative.org. I want you to read. This is the exact page he got it from. Here it is. This is the exact chart. See? Look at what it says at the top of the page. Okay, recent protests calling for radical changes to American policing have brought much needed attention to the systemic racism within our criminal justice system. Systemic racism is evident at every stage of the system, from policing to prosecutorial decisions, pre-trial release processes, sentencing, correctional discipline, and even re-entry.
Man, that nigga don't care. The hell? I don't give a fuck.
The source where he gets this from has compiled this information to prove that a lot of what you're seeing here is actually the result of systemic racism. But even if we take a look at the chart here, guys, what is this saying? This chart is saying that out of 100,000 black people, 592 of them would be represented in jail, right? Would be incarcerated. What is 592 as a percentage of 100,000? That's 0.6%. This is saying that out of every 100,000 black people, 0.6% of the population would be in jail. Is that a significant portion of a community? Can you make a judgment call about a community? Can you describe what a community is like based on less than 1% of its population? Does that even make fucking sense? But then if you take a look, white people are on this chart as well. Now, if you take 187 as a percentage of 100,000, you get 0.2. Explain to me why 0.2 is not significant, but 0.6 is.
I'll spin off the app. You mean, great points by Dawn, but nigga, like, bro, let's be honest, bro. They don't, nigga, they never cared, bro. They mad, bro. They hoes getting stolen by niggas, bro. That's really what they concerned about. All this other shit, all this philosophy, nigga, they lying, bro. They don't care about the philosophy shit. They care about the hoes, nigga. That's what really is concerning them right now, bro. It's the hoes, bro. Let's fucking fix this shit. I low-key hate painting until I'm finished with the product. And I'm like, damn, like I'm tough. Like I'm really that nigga. Until then, it's like, oh my god. Everything is tedious, nigga. Unemployed life, nigga. Hashtag. Wait for this paint to dry and just finish up my details. Can't wait for that paint to dry though. I forgot the color I used, low key. Is it this one? Yeah. GG's. Got scared there. I was like, fuck me, bro. It's over. It's gonna watch my dreams fall in front of my eyes. It's gonna be like, it's fucking over, dude. I gave up on this painting looking good a long time ago. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm lost. I'm far away from home. I'm just a lost boy. I don't have to take this away. I had to do a crack, okay? Details too precise for me to like, do it where y'all niggas can see. Hashtag off camera grinding. But y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see there's a method to all this. I'm even gonna call it madness. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It gonna be something though. It gonna be something, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like our past is not meant something. Equals out right there. I know it's at least here. I don't know if there is a chat. If there is a chat, be funny. So I don't know what the hell y'all niggas saying. Do I care? What y'all niggas had to say? Maybe. I had to check first. That's if y'all even there. Y'all niggas might not even be here. I'm just here though, regardless. Gotta add as if I got a fan base, so I got a fan base. You feel me? This shit already dry. I was about to say. It's gonna be like, no, don't do this to me. You can't do this to me. I started this company. I started this motherfucking shit. Okay. Let's make this one real quick. Need a better brush than this. I can't lie. This brush is not the best for what I'm trying to pull off right here. This brush right here. One thing I can't have to say. Sometimes you just gotta invest your money in better products. Every like expensive brush I've ever bought has been tough. I've never had a brush that I bought for premium that I didn't like. You know what I'm trying to say? Them brushes that you get from the pack, them shit's ass. Okay. Art, like art is like the only thing where generally the more money you spend, the better you get. Like there is no like cheat code to this shit at all. Like art, hold on, let me see, cause it keeps on focusing in and out. Niggas really see. Art is the only thing that you can generally just spend more money on, and it will make more sense for you to spend more money on it. At least if you're trying to get like a better product. A lot of other things can't say that. Like niggas don't buy Balenci because the material's just that good. Niggas buy it to stunt. You buy better paint, you buy better brushes, because you want something better in general, bro. You just want a better and smoother experience. If some niggas ask me what I'm painting, I don't fucking know what I'm doing right now. I'm making something though. And anything is better than nothing. Hashtag BTN, hashtag nation. You feel me? Of how weird. I was thinking about this. Like Ray J, like the rapper, he's one of the most oddest niggas to walk on earth, honestly. Like the nigga is so peculiar that everyone forgot that he fucked Kim K. I did. I realized like cause I hear this nigga chatting some nonsense. I'm like, wait a minute. It's the same guy who fucked Kim K on Kim. Same guy. Not like I'm like, what? Like, dude, how do you manage to sell like come on now. Same dude. I don't think we know him for his being a weirdo. Only thing. And his peculiar opinions, like political opinions and stuff like that. That's why sometimes it's just better to shut up. Just let the art speak for itself, bruh. Stop going on interviews. Sometimes that's just not the move. Like, this nigga so weird. Everyone forgot that he like fucked like the baddest bitch. Like everyone I did. Like, bro. That shit tragic. Shit even makes sense. Hell no. Like looking at this shit more, I'm like, god damn, this shit don't make no goddamn sense. This is low-key my visual language though, so I've only been painting for like 2 months. Some dick is gonna be like, I know. Of course. I can see. Fucking burger. Fuck me, bro. Forgot to. Here's what it is. I might just turn into like a symbol or some shit. Here's what it is. I like a thicker ladder of paint. I just realized. Spin man, I forgot. This would be the perfect thing to like place on that shit. But of course, just my luck, bro. Just my luck. I might have to find some new shit to commentate on. Just cause the clip farming never ends. I don't find shit. Oh yeah, that's one interesting thing that I saw in that though. You feel me? David. Don't we love David? We love David. You feel me? David is our guy. Like, I know everyone here agrees. Like, everyone here is like, yo, David's my nigga. It's like, yeah, is he getting locked up for the rest of his life? Is he cooked? Is his cheeks basically the prison's like the prison's own his cheeks? Yeah. Yeah, they do. They own his cheeks, bro. I can't lie. They own his cheeks. It's over for him. But, you know, life goes like, you know what I'm saying? Life goes on, you know. Like you can't win them all. That's what they say. You can't win them all. Like everyone got something. Some people, they're murderous pedophiles. Other people, they're burgers. But everyone got something. You know what I'm saying? Everyone got something. But yeah. We are David. It's the beauty of believing no one is watching. Not even God is in this stream. I am unclippable. I'm too boring. I'm a burger. I'm a burger who can't even stream. But you know what? Burgers united. Together we are strong. For all my niggas who stay down, we up again. You feel me? For all my niggas who stay down, we up again. And hold on, I gotta play that song real quick from Kanye. I ain't go on Spotify. I don't know if I can get copyrighted. We're gonna find out. You feel me? We gonna find out if we can get copyrighted type shit. Actually, let me search that up real quick before I get a damn strike on my channel. Can I get copyrighted streaming on YouTube. What the fuck are they talking about? Are you fucking with me, bro? I can't even stream without getting my shit taken down. As you see, this is the issue with certain communities. You know, like you just don't want niggas to have fun, bro. I can't even have fun, bro. Can't even live. Like, I'm saying, but if you know the song, you know the song. For all my niggas stay down, we up again. Oh, I got that in my name. I got the. It's been a shaky ass ear. I don't take advice from people that's successful to me, huh? The fuck? Let me see. This is. Yeah. It's. Might not ever stream me making this painting again. It depends if I make another sketch the next day though, which I probably won't. So you might see me streaming me painting this shit again. I don't even know. Technically, I gave up on this shit, but I just got bored. I was like, fuck it. Let's see how it happens. And if people like it, they like it. They don't, well, shit. I guess I suck. It's what it is. It goes on regardless. For all my niggas lay down, we up again. Oh, I got dirt on my name. It's been a shaky ass year. I don't take advice from people less successful than me. It's on no. Let's see some shit. I wanna play some new background shit. I just can't find anything that's worthwhile, like fucking put it on. So I can't fucking, what's the word? I can't play music cause my life will be over then. We get copyrighted. They gonna like own me, bro. You feel me? They gonna take all my money that I don't even have money. They still gonna take it. Let me see. I got a good video to put on. Video reaction. Fuck yeah.
What video games offer is a direct, mostly non-variable way to reliably experience this sense of progression, journey.
Bro, I just realized we're both wearing this fucking zip up like collar sweater shit. Bro, I swear on everything that was not intentional. Now I feel pretty gay. Let's take this shit off.
This is a pretty good video.
Young men giving up. The doomer negativity spiral.
Hashtag,
video by
hashtag
Gerbert
you just gotta kill
Void.
yourself.
Gerbert.
Hashtag
I've heard that name
you
before.
For
All right, let's go ahead and check this out, man. What are we talking about?
the topic of today's video is how do you keep going?
You don't.
Obviously, I don't know anything about you. Only a front you put on social media. But you
Okay,
seem
let's
to
stop being
struggle
deep.
with the same things we're all struggling with.
No
No hoes,
hoes.
meaningful
Damn.
relationships, no
Damn.
money, bad economy,
How
whatever.
does nigga know?
And obviously,
Holy shit. Holy shit. Yo. This nigga understands. Type shit. That's real.
you could work really hard and keep trying to eventually get these things that we want. But why? I think I've noticed that honestly, not trying might be better than trying. I'm not even crazy depressed or anything, but am I the only one that thinks if I don't wake up tomorrow, I wouldn't care or mind? I might even be relieved. The concept
I
of
think a lot of this sadness that motherfuckers be feeling just has more to do with the fact that we've like and damn, like my painting looks so sexy. I'm just so good. But that's beyond the point, right? Like a lot of people's sadness, it has to do with the fact, and I'm gonna try to look at the fucking camera for once in my damn life. It just has to do with the fact that people live way too far away from nature. Like you're an animal, nigga. You're meant to like run around butt naked in the trees, realistically speaking. But you're acting too, so you gotta be a little uncivilized, you know what I'm saying? When you follow too much of the rules and you know what I'm saying, you do all that, that's how you become depressed, nigga. Cause it's like, bro, you gotta have, everyone has something, bro. You gotta be a slave to something, nigga. You know, but you can't be living this bland corporate life. Niggas be living corporate lifestyle. Niggas life is corporate, bro. Your life is corporate, bro, you're never gonna be happy. Like, come on now. Living a corporate life. But I'm sad. Of course. You're an animal. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like the suit don't matter. End of the day.
death doesn't scare me. It's kind of relieving. Why put all that effort in when it probably won't even be that satisfying anyways? Maybe sometimes the best solution really is to just give up. Maybe you got something to say to that, make a video on this. Well, have you ever tried maybe working on yourself? Going to the gym? Have you ever tried going to the gym, bro? Have you tried taking a cold shower, taking zinc supplements, going to Thailand?
Nah, bro, just do drugs, bro. That's the method. Just do drugs, bro. Niggas talking about some other shit. Just do drugs. Nigga, if you do drugs, bro, life gonna get bad. Do I do drugs? No. But realistically speaking, a lot of this shit niggas be talking about is like, okay, bro. But like, just do drugs.
Thailand, getting rubbed off? No, I'm just joshing around.
Yeah, that's funny.
See, I'm just joshing around. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do it.
Because there's an entire side of the internet that would say that as a response to this young man. Oh, The problem is you haven't taken a cold shower today. Oh, the problem is you haven't gone to the gym. The problem is you need to fix your diet. And listen, I'll be the first to tell you that those things, those kind of activities, are very beneficial to your mental health and the way you feel. However, they cannot replace having a core driving principle and reason for why it is that you do those things in the first place. What is it exactly that you're living for?
That's a very good dilemma and a good question. You know, what is it that you live for? What is it that drives you? And for me, I came down to the conclusion, right, that the reason why I do the things I do, and the reason why I am the way I am, is because I was born that way. Like, you don't teach a lion how to hunt, right? Like, a lion just knows how to hunt. You feel me? Who the fuck is this? Oh, holy shit. I didn't even realize. Yo, what's good? Josh? I didn't even that nigga was even in here. I'm gonna start reading chat. I'm a dickhead. I generally just thought niggas weren't in here. But, bruh, I got sidetracked, you know what I'm saying? I was not surprised. I was surprised to see some niggas in here. But that's beyond the point. As I was saying, I came down to the conclusion that the reason why we are the way we are is because we were born like that, bro. Like, it's like, you don't teach a lion how to hunt, nigga. You just are. Like, you just are the way you are, you know what I'm saying? Looking for a grand reason or, like, a grand purpose. Why? Like, for me, nigga, personally, it's just like, I don't even know. I just wanted to. I wanted to. Like, why do I do what I do? I just wanted to do it. You know, you can't give me a good reason.
I get messages like this on occasion. And to start with, I'll tell you, I totally get it. This generation has been rug pulled. The world we were prepared for, that we expected to inherit, no longer exists. We find ourselves in a desert of economic and social dating opportunities, no bitches, no paper, and no hope. Such seems to be the standard for the economically inviable excess Gen Z man. I spent the bulk of my time making content on both of my channels talking about this stuff. It's just all about Gen Z problems, particularly Gen Z men problem. There is truth to this situation. And when you ask, how do you keep going? And when you say you think maybe giving up might be a good idea, I will tell you there was a certain point immersed in all of this where I did kind of give up. I reached the bottom of the dark doom black pill ideas, and eventually it did start to color my perception of everything. Now, in my case, it wasn't a conscious decision to give up. I just gradually became more disillusioned and apathetic. This is something the viewer might be able to track just by looking at the course of my channels. I started making videos when I was 16 or 17, I think. And when I look back, I do have more of a glimmer in my eye.
One thing I realized, that the reason why you suffer is because you want to suffer. Like, a lot of the reasons why they go through a lot of the bullshit, like emotionally, it's because you kind of want it. Like, you want that weird gut-wrenching feeling. Like, you really do. Like, you want it. You want that shit. Because you could decide not to just feel it. But you want to. We want to suffer. We want to feel sad and anger. And the same, we want to feel happy. Because we wouldn't feel happy, we never felt sad. You feel me? You want to suffer. And that's okay.
The videos had more of a self-improvement tinge. One of the first videos on this channel is something to the effect of reading out my goals. I had this whiteboard where I would write out my goals. I can't remember what they were exactly. I'm pretty sure they're different now, but I didn't end up accomplishing them or working much towards them. But I became increasingly disillusioned by all of this self-improvement stuff as well. It just seemed like a sort of red pill marketing tactic. It seemed to be endless hard competition for increasingly dwindling results. The only motivation or hope for the future my mind would conjure up would be these sporadic daydreams.
Nigga, the truth is, you know, it's a legendary saying by like Tyler Durden. Nigga, self-improvement is masturbation, nigga. Like, if you're on some self-improvement shit and you're journaling all day long, hold up, let me show you some shit. Niggas don't understand. Niggas don't seem to get it. Hold up. This is damn near. I have another journal too, by the way. This is damn near, nigga, like a fucking, you know, secretly on some kites and that shit for like years. Just dropped the shit, right? Nigga, that shit didn't really do nothing for me, bro. I just wanted to do it, bro. But like niggas out here journaling and doing all this other stuff, thinking they get like you just jacking your dick just in a different way. A lot of the things that niggas do, bro, they just jacking their dick in a different way. Self-improvement is masturbation, bro. It's just that simple.
You know, there's so much I want to say, but I'm gonna try and let him speak a little bit longer.
That did not demonstrate.
Couple things that off the top I want to touch on. The two lowest points of my life, and I think I have my reason, or what I believe to be the reason why self-improvement for the sake of self-improvement ends up being a dead end for a lot of people. It ends up feeling like a never-ending ascent up a mountain.
Shit.
And
is there ever truly an end to the goon? Is there ever truly an end to the goon? You see, Nietzsche spoke about this, you know. Is there, do we truly stop gooning, or do we just goon in different ways? Yo, okay. You know, I know some nigga, if a nigga is watching, they like, oh my god, but this nigga different, bro. This nigga out here talking about, do we goon or do we goon in different ways? Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It had to. I'm sorry, bro. Like these questions, they just too deep, bro. They too deep, bro. Niggas that can't handle the truth, bro. They can't handle this shit that I'm speaking right now. Holy shit. I'm gonna focus on the sun real quick, even though my ass is overly lazy when it comes to the symbols that I put in my art. I'm not really lazy. Everything is like rich and deep. But it's just like sometimes I'll just be like, I don't feel like adding this detail, even though it really is central to the meaning, you know? Like without this, it kinda like loses that oomph, you know? Loses the factor. Let's see. But what if I should extend this? Make the face like a tad bit longer. I also want to, yeah. See. Shit. Probably end this shit when I end this video, maybe.
That can become discouraging after a while, because after years of reading the books, doing the things, going to the gym, working on yourself and all that, and even when you see yourself making progress with certain things, you start to get better with talking to girls, you start to make more money, you start to get your clout up, whatever the things it was that you prioritized, your body starts to get in amazing shape, and yet you still find yourself feeling hollow. And a lot of people believe that the solution to that is, I mean, people find different things to make the new goal, but it ends up just being a different iteration of the exact same problem. But we'll dive into that in a bit.
Any sort of real intention or plan. It was just like fantasy. The feeling you describe about not caring if you wake up or not is also real. It's a sense of being in limbo. Not really wanting to live, but not actively wanting to not live. But it's all good, dog.
It's a sense of, what's the point exactly? What's the point? Because inherently, everybody knows to some degree that these various things that we are told to pursue, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people understand, because as humans, we have the ability to extrapolate. What do I mean? You went from walking to having a car. And then if you upgrade that car, if you've ever upgraded anything, truly, whether that be going from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One, going from booty Android to your very first relatively new iPhone, whether that be going from wearing pretty lame.
Can't lie, I'm one lucky ass nigga because I broke my Android and I got an iPhone. And that don't even make sense, realistically speaking. Like, you should not break your iPhone and your parents like, alright, I'm gonna get you the new iPhone. But that's how, like, you know what I'm saying? That happened like a few years ago. And honestly, I can only be thankful for it because, like, rocking an Android is like a bitch repellent. You know what I mean? Like, you could have like the newest, swaggiest Android. It could be costing like $2 bro. Yo, the hoes gonna think you're poor, bro. They gonna think you downtrodden. Nigga, they gonna think you're part of the proletariat, bro. Like, you gotta get yourself an iPhone, bro. It's just necessary. It's just bad looks, bro. Niggas gonna be making fun of you when you pull out your phone. You get a notification. Niggas start laughing, bro. Nah, bro. You gotta get yourself a little iPhone, bro. You feel me? Especially because they practically cost the same, nigga. Like, just get one, bro. Stop being a bitch repellent, you know? Start attracting. You know what I'm saying?
Shoes to the very first time you got a pair of really nice sneakers. Maybe it was Jordans, Yeezys, or maybe, you know, some designer shit, whatever. We have all tasted leveling up materialistically. Also, maybe you've tasted what it feels like to go from being in worse shape to better shape. Going from not having a girl to having a girl, or going from pulling girls that you didn't think were that attractive to, you know, bagging a pretty girl for the first time. Point is, what all these things have in common is that it's just not fulfilling, right? You don't feel satisfied. You don't feel like, there, I did it. You get used to it very quickly. And somehow you find yourself more or less feeling the same way you felt when you had nothing. Before you started the journey, you find yourself halfway up the mountain. Now, the mountain you never go past halfway up the mountain. No matter how high you climb that mountain, you're always halfway there. And that's how it's a trap. But you get to that point and you should feel exponentially better than you did at the bottom of the mountain. But for whatever reason, you find yourself feeling no different. You can even experience this with religion. I felt this with religion. When I compared how I felt right before I deconstructed and left religion and left Christianity, how I felt about myself as a Christian and my dedication to God,
Like, this nigga Don, by the way, I got love and respect for him, man. This nigga got traumatized, bro. This nigga hates Jesus badly. I'm not really even Jesus, just like the concept of like Christianity. Like that nigga hates it, bro, for some reason. Oh, I think that's a good reason. Well, it's not really a good reason, but like, I can understand why you can't wait years. But you know where I stand? I got the Bible right here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as I make some weird painting, This might be a little contradictory, but hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Life goes on. No. But everyone has their own life experience. You gotta respect it. Makes you smarter by hearing.
I felt no more holy or closer to God than I did, or devoted to God than I did in the beginning. In fact, maybe in the beginning, I felt even more. But when I look at how I was living my life, at the end, I was so devoted in terms of my commitment to the religion. How long fasting, praying, sacrificing the flesh, my language was clean, not drinking, not smoking, all these various things. So dedicated. And yet I, I felt still so far away from the top of the mountain, right? And but again, whether it's money, whether it's success, clout, whether it's chasing women, it's all the same if you approach it from the wrong perspective. Now, you can have all of those things and have a very happy, fulfilled.
But the thing about Don that makes it so funny is like whenever he starts talking about his like, I'm not gonna say obscure, but like his like beliefs now, bro, nigga just starts sounding like a prophet. He's like, you can have all of these things, but first, like, as much as the nigga sounds like I'm anti-religion, yo, every single time this nigga chats, bro, he sounds so damn. I am, and you can have all these things, but first you must. It's like, nigga, okay, bro, like, we get it, bro. You traded in God for another God, and that's cool. But it's like, bro, stop acting as if you found the hack, bro. You just found out another way to look at things. I gotta show y'all paint mixing. You feel me? Hashtag paint mixer. Trying to make that dark umber. What's good, Saya? You feel me? That you tapped in. Oh shit. Let's see. We're gonna play the video soon. I gotta lock in on the details. Either I'm ending the stream at 9 or I'm finishing this painting. It depends on. It's completely predicated on how I feel, honestly. If I feel like finishing this shit up, it will be finished. If I don't, then I don't. Maybe I'll stream the finishing tomorrow. I ain't making promises though, nigga. You gonna have to chain me or some shit.
Enriched life, and where you have these things and you enjoy it. You have this money and you enjoy it. You have the clout, you enjoy it. You have the success, you have the girl, you have all these things and you thoroughly enjoy it. But the difference is understanding one thing. And we're going to dive into that one thing a little bit later.
That's how it is. You didn't think you would go your whole life without a period where you're yearning for the sweet release, did you? Get real. We're here. It ain't all roses and hoes. All of that is to say, I feel you. I get it. But now I must suggest an alternate path. Gerby doesn't feel this way no mo. This is coming straight from the heart of the black community. What you are experiencing.
What the fuck was that? The heart of the black community, this guy. Oh shit.
experiencing, when you frame it as a sort of logical, rational decision that maybe giving up is better, I would posit this is not logical or rational at all, but quite emotional. And here's why. First, I got to get the corny stuff out of the way. When you say, why put all that effort in?
I'm like having ideas now. I could turn this shit into a mask. This looks like a good ass mask. Like, I could easily take these details and make it turn into a mask that niggas buy and wear. Yeah, this shit does really, like, I took inspirations from like the Japanese what you call it, like the Oni mask, if you know what that is. Which you don't because you're uncultured and you're a fucking swine. But they'll still accept you. Right? I took inspiration from like the Japanese Oni mask, and I don't know. I think this shit's looking pretty nice though. Even though like I was like planning on being like, nah, this shit sucks. I'm a burger. It don't look too shabby. I've been painting in like 3 days, which for me is a long time.
When it probably won't even be that satisfying anyways. Maybe sometimes the best solution really is to just give up. The way this is framed is peculiar. The reward itself, the goal being completed, it provides some satisfaction, but it's very transient.
I'm trying to show myself.
Of course, the actual fulfillment comes in the effort itself. So when you say, why put all that effort in when it won't be that satisfying? The effort is the satisfaction. Do you play a game to beat the game or to play the game and enjoy the game? When you are locked in...
Well, you only enjoy the game if you're winning. I don't know about you, but I hate playing games
like a
when I'm
fucking
losing,
prophet.
especially if I'm getting blown out. Pause. And a lot of people feel like they're getting blown out by life. That's why people don't want to play the game. See, if it was an objective truth that just going through the motion, walking the journey, that the way is the fucking goal or whatever the cliche sayings that they have to basically say, oh no, the joy comes from doing the thing. If that was the case, nobody would ever need to be told that. They would just wake up every day, do the things, and be happy, right? Oh shit, headphones got unplugged there. They would do the thing and be happy. No one would need to teach them or tell them that, hey, by the way, you're supposed to enjoy the process, right? And so it's not true that the process is inherently the point. Again, all of this, I'm going to bring it together so nicely for y'all in a very succinct and concise way. And so simple, but completely changed my life. And I know it will change yours.
It feels great.
Like
and this type of hard work is its own reward. I told you it would be corny. That's basically just saying it's not about the destination but the journey. When you were expressing this why do anything, and this walking in between sort of life and death, not really caring, what you are experiencing is apathy. And what I think should be understood about apathy is that it is merely a cover for fear, for being scared. Maybe the best solution really is to just give up.
Really, nigga, you just don't want to live, or you just don't want to do whatever you're quote unquote supposed to do. That's really what it is. Like, if you wanted to do it, then like you would, like, for example, like niggas say, I'm not motivated. Like, bro, like if like fucking what's like a hoe that everyone loves? Thinking. Like, what's that one bitch name? Like, nigga, like you say you're not motivated, but if Ruby Rose hits you up like, come over, nigga, you would be motivated. You know what I mean? It's just that what you doing, you don't want to do. And like that's okay, but like let's stop the LARP, nigga. Let's stop the LARP. I'm just not, I need to get, like, you don't need to get motivated. You need to find what you want. Like, you know what I mean? Unless you have like a want, nothing can really stop you if it's in your desire and your nature to do it. You know? Once again, bro, Ruby Rose hits you up, you know, about I'm not motivated to crack buds. I'm not motivated. Nigga, you out, bro. You out. Like, they know I'm not motivated to crack the buds though. Nigga, you breaking all the rules, bro. Come on now. There's something that you want to do. Mess up these details. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like one day a nigga gonna clip me with this shit in my mouth and it gonna look like a dick. And I'm just gonna have like I'm gonna have nothing to say. I'm gonna just be like, shit, like you got me. Like one day though. Not today. Hopefully. I'm not popular enough for that. Right, guys? It's only my friends. Why they would never do this to me. They would never do such an evil thing to me, you feel me? Never. Not them. No. It's not in their nature. They're too good. They're too good-willed. This shit, hold up. I don't know if anyone is in chat or watching. Probably not. They're probably like, this nigga a burger. He boring. I'm not watching this shit. Like, you know, niggas have shit to do with their life anyways. I ain't even stressing. If anyone is watching, nigga, please comment, bruh. Does this shit not look like a fucking seraphim, bruh? This shit looks like a seraphim. Like, this is supposed to be a sun. It does look like a sun, I feel like. But I feel it's more like a seraphim or like a nebula. Like, it don't even really look like a sun for real. I think it's because like it's not that circular. But it works out. Look, I put myself back in frame. It works out though in the very end, you know. It works out. Let's play that clip again.
When you say give up, you're not talking about just lying down and rotting, nor are you talking about directly ending your life. Because you're not describing a genuine desire for annihilation, you're just describing apathy. So what does giving up look like then? In the context of young men today, what it looks like is not doing anything, sitting at home, smoking, interacting with new media, gooning, gaming, watching shows, constantly coping, constantly seeking escapism. So what you're doing when you do that, when you goon, when you watch shows, when you play games, is you are merely artificially simulating this same sense of journey, progress, and reward. Your mind still produces the chemicals to like it. That's still what
I get rid of that shit. A lot of niggas like escapism. For a lot of niggas, it's just like living, like doing the shit that you really want to do. Whether it be crack buns, be like a conqueror or some shit. Which is innate in like the male psyche. Like we all want to conquer. But I'm sorry, you niggas, y'all not gonna be able to see me do the eyes. Like it's too detailed. I already fucked too much shit up. Like I gotta log in a little bit. But bruh, it's in the male psyche to wanna, like, you know, conquer, become, be. So I don't know, deep for that nigga to say some shit like, the fuck. I think I fucking cut my tongue. Hold up. Oh my god, I look freaky as shit. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. You know what, bro? You know what? I'm gonna stop, nigga. Oh my god, that shit actually, my tongue actually hurts though. Too much licking, bro. Ah. Everything I do is gay now. I have a single straight moment. It's over for me. So it's fucking as fuck. It never even began. It never even began, bruh. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me stop.
What your heart desires. It's still what you're made to do. The reason why you're attempting to do it in the real world is because you have fear, and then the apathy covers for the fear. Now, this is just me weighing in here. But if this was not an emotional response, if this was a logical response not made out of fear, it would not manifest in this way. It would not express itself in compulsive and constant escapism.
The reason people try to escape life is because they're living in hell. That's why.
They're subjective hell.
I promise you, every person that is feeling this way, they've done all the things before. Maybe they haven't done it at a high level or consistently, but they've done it before. They've gone to the gym. They've taken a cold shower. They've gone for a mile run. They have tried. But yet, the reward that they got for the effort they expended did not equate to this idea that, oh, it's just the process, the progress is the source of joy. And look, it is always rewarding to see progress and all that, especially when you believe you're progressing towards a goal at the end of the road, and so progress can feel rewarding. But the internet is filled with testimonies of people who've climbed all the hills. They've accomplished all the things. They've fucked all the baddies, and they're suicidal. They know the journey better than anyone. So if anyone should know that the process is the reward, then they would. And they would just keep going back to the workbench. They would keep going back to the grindstone and continue to make progress in new areas of life, because they would understand that that is the source of fulfillment in life. If it was, but it's not. But we will continue.
We're genuinely neutral about this kind of thing. You would say, well, I might fail. It might not mean anything. But fuck it, we ball. I'm just going to do it. I'm not dependent on the outcome to justify me doing it, because I'm not doing it. Practically all I'm doing is seeking cheap alternatives to actually doing it. You could smoke weed, goon 100 times to the finest isekai in town, beat 100 games, none of it will come close to trying and failing to actually manifest something in the real natural world. I would go as far as to say it's a verifiable fact that constant escapism in no way will make you happy. You just continue running from these things. They're not solved. It's called repressive coping. So your tolerance will just continue to build until you eventually do something that will actually end your life, or you get a health condition that will end your life. So it is kind of just a roundabout way of killing yourself. You say, obviously, you could work really hard, keep trying, and eventually get these things. Some people don't yield that. It's something even I used to think about a lot, that I talked about before on, I think on the main channel, a video about video games. What video games offer is a direct, mostly non-variable way to reliably experience this sense of progression, journey.
Bro, I just realized we're both wearing this fucking zip up like collar sweater shit.
Nigga, you gay.
Bro, I swear on everything That was not intentional. Now I feel pretty gay. Let's take this shit off. I didn't realize that. I was just like, wait a second. Hold on. I'm like what the fuck's going on here? All right. There we go. That's much better.
And community that men now may feel is completely inaccessible to them in the real world. It's just not there. In the sense that self-improvement is just this race for scraps that's ultimately futile. Because one of the main essences of the black pill, as I know it and as most of you know it, is a kind of determinism, a genetic determinism, in which the situation and genetics you are born with determines the rest of your life. It's set in stone, it's written in the code. Your looks, your height, your IQ, we study these genomes now, we find how heritable they are and how much they predict the trajectory of your entire life. There is something to it, and this is a dark black pill. I could go into the contesting evidence. People like to pick out these twin studies where identical twins are separated at birth. They have complete.
I think what he just said right there goes on to what I was just saying about how a lot of the shit you do is just in your nature, which is just, in a way, your genetics. Like, there's no, like, I mean, like, obviously, there is a God, there is a fate, there is a destiny, but from a completely carnal perspective, you are just a product of your nature, where you were born, and how your genetics interact with that, and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, you can push and strive, and I would agree. But, you know, it's just food for thought, you know.
Completely different environments, yet they turn out the same. But there are other studies following the same model that reveal completely different life paths. It's not like all of this stuff is always replicable.
I mean, also, you can find examples of identical twins who are raised in the exact same environment and have completely different outcomes, which completely contradicts this idea that your life is predetermined by your genetics and shit like that. It's not at all. You can find exceptions to every rule, which means they're not even rules. They're just it's just what happens most of the time. That's it. But it's not a rule.
And we can always isolate these genes and see their predictive power. I'm not trying to undermine the value of these things, but here's the deal, okay? If you fully accept genetic determinism, here's your model of how things work. Animals are born into a certain hierarchy, a certain genetic caste.
I don't even believe in genetic determinism. I might have to clarify what I said, because people might be like, oh, this nigga is like, believes in this thing or that thing. It's just more like, how do I explain it? Not that I believe that things are like completely set in stone. It's more like I believe that everyone has a nature. And that nature isn't something that I guess could be influenced by showing stimuli, but it's really within you from the day you were born. You know, like, why did Cain kill Abel? Because he wanted to. It was in his nature to do it. And it wasn't no, like, he wasn't raised by killers, you know? He didn't have some type of traumatic past, nigga. He was like the third human on earth. He just wanted to kill his brother. Because he wanted to do that. It was his nature. And I guess this perspective can come up like a little cruel. But I think it's ultimately the truth. For a lot of things. Concerning reality, at least. I don't know for that, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Yeah. I said we mixing. I should outline it. Be a good thing to do. I'm not allowing that shit. I like my wall painting. Let's put that shit on again.
They are arranged, and the lower you are on this hierarchy, the less dopamine you produce. You don't make your life is materially worse as this creature. It's like the famous lobster when you're at the bottom of the dominance hierarchy. You have no dopamine.
Jordan Peterson.
Something like that. But if you believe in genetic determinism, we are also arranged in this hierarchy. The difference between us and lobsters, we still have no means of ascending or controlling our fate, but we just simply have the awareness, the consciousness to bear full witness to the pain of being.
My ass was fucking around, right? And these painting niggas, they be like, "You never use pure black. Never use pure black." Right? Even my art teacher told me this. Me being me, I'm like, nah, they wrong, I'm right. Y'all can't really see it, but like, you know, like, you know, like it should, life goes on. You make the decision you make, and you gotta live with it. You just gotta live with it.
Born in a lower caste, which most of us will be, because the hierarchy is a pyramid. You are born with this genetic fate.
Okay, so I've spoken about this in the past. I'll link to it again. A speech that was given on a Tony Robbins platform by a PhD, a doctor in, I think it's biology. He is an expert in the field of genetics and genealogy. And he speaks about the fact that the way in which our genes are expressed are most certainly alterable. You can alter them. You can change them. You can impact the way your genes are expressed after you're born. Yes. In fact, there's an entire field known as epigenetics talking about how your environment can incredibly change the way your genes are expressed. Again, we circle back around to what I said earlier about twins, identical twins born and raised in the exact same home, under the exact same guidance, turn out completely different, night and day. How do you explain that? Epigenetics, but also genetics, the genes you're born with, so to speak, are not what determine how your life is going to go.
You did not choose this fate. You did not choose to be born. Where you're born, who your parents are, what your life situation growing up is like. You're thrown into this
It doesn't matter if you are short, fat, conventionally ugly, or not conventionally attractive. It doesn't matter if your IQ isn't very high. It doesn't matter anything you could tell me about yourself as to why you believe that you are disadvantaged and thus.
Imagine if a nigga say you're conventionally unattractive. Holy shit. No, this is the issue of having this everything. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if a nigga told you, right? Yo, nigga, you are conventionally unattractive. Like, what's you doing? Me personally? I wouldn't have nothing to say. Like, you really unique. Like, you really That's a unique one. Like I can't even really get mad at you for that. Like you're the ticket, bro. You the one. You the one, bro. What was crazy about this stream shit? Like it really looks like I'm talking to myself. I look crazy as hell. I look crazy as shit. This might actually work. Who knows? Who knows? But I look crazy. It looks like I'm talking to my painting. I just peeped that. I don't know why. It looks like I'm literally talking to. It's like I'm having a damn podcast with the painting. I'm talking to the painting, and the painting talking back to me. Like, but it works though. Like it low key works. Like,
Relegated to a life of suffering, mediocrity, being a loser, being a lame, whatever.
being a
I will tell
burger.
you by the end of this video exactly what you need to do in order to live an amazing life. It's simple, but it's
You
not.
see how this nigga's sounding like a salesman and a prophet? He's like, this is how you can be happy in life. This is how. Wait till it. But this is this. Keep on, you know what I'm saying? You can't diss the set, bro. Why you trying to disrespect the set, bro? It's the set. You can't disrespect the set. You can't disrespect the swag. That's the swag. You found that's the swag. Like,
Not easy, but it's not difficult in the way that people like this young man right here, which I'm not knocking him, but look at him. He's a baby. He doesn't even have facial hair. He hasn't lived life. He's not married. He doesn't have children. He hasn't been through a lot. And look, there's some 50-year-old who might look at me and say the same thing about me by comparison. And that's why I know there are a lot of 50-year-olds that could teach me a lot of shit. But I keep unplugging my headphones here. Point is, though, he's in a good place.
but like, yay, you can't tell me nothing. Now you probably could tell me something, but it depends if I want to listen. If I want to listen to you, I will. But like, if I don't want to listen, I want to be a dickhead. Like, it is what it is, you know. Why? Because I want to. If I wanted to desire, if I never desired it, then it would never happen. Everything I ever did, I'm the orator of it, you know. I'm to blame. I'm gonna blame no one else but me for this shit. Oh shit, bro, it's an issue, bro. This is gonna be an issue. Luckily for me, I can use you to solve this issue. I need to find a different cup. Ah shit. I could just use that blue and kind of like dominate it though. It's like good intent to it. Looks kind of mushy. Like that. Let me see. Kind of like brush out of there. Hold up. God damn it. Oh. Yellow is the weakest color and black is the most dominant. So I'm not peeing again. Gotta get a new cup, but we'll be back. You feel me? We'll be back. We'll be back. Imagine if there's no audio input in this hoe, and it really just looks like I'm talking to myself the whole time. That would really be funny. And this is how we moving right now. It's gonna be a thumbnail for sure. And this is gonna be a fucking thumbnail for sure. Like, there's no way this ain't gonna be a thumbnail. Painting. But they'll be like, I should be like this. Like, should I be looking like Tori's like, I look dumb though. Probably looks the best. Oh my god, yo, my friend. Holy shit. Yo, my friend just pulled up. That shit. You gonna kill his ass. That boy overly dead. And that boy scrambling. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You know, I got his ass. You don't even know. A little friend, he found. This is a really awkward setup. But it works in a way, sorta. It don't fucking work. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm trying to put all the cup out over there. Let's play this shit as I finish up this background. I have to make the eyes for the nebula. I gotta figure out what I want to do there. I got an idea now. Not my other paintings.
Plays for his age, but I think I can offer something a little different.
Influence of factors that will determine your life, and the only purpose your consciousness, your self-awareness serves is to experience the misery, not just physically like an animal does, but mentally, the fear, anguish, and doubt that will lead a human to take his own life, unlike an animal would do. Is this what you believe? Then why are you still here? I refuse. I mean, I could frame it like a Pascal's wager. You know, even if it is real, I would not choose to accept this model of the universe because it's just fucked. But honestly, it's not like that. I don't choose to not believe that. Honestly, it is kind of just a matter of intuition. I'm not going to apologize for any philosophical or theological beliefs I have. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me, just on a basis of my intuition. The purpose of awareness, of consciousness, is the ability to have some agency, to somewhat be able to transcend your position beyond your animal conditions in which you are born into. This is just something I believe, and it's not really something I could choose not to believe. Even after falling into this stuff, I still knew it. And it might be presumptuous to say even people who think they believe in genetic determinism, think they believe this model of the universe, they don't even truly believe it. Call me, I mean, I don't want to really push that hard, but if you really believe that, I feel like your actions would be different. You know you can transcend, but you don't want to, and again, it goes back to the fear. Because the truth is, there is a kind of pleasure. There's a comfort, there's a pleasure in the darkest depths of the black pill. Because you're a tragic soul. Anyone who has a brighter model of things is just coping. You know, people say religion is a cope. Well, in your framework, everything is a cope. Every action humans do is a cope to distract from the inevitable death they will experience. So it's ultimately absurd to call something a cope, and also keeping it real, somebody saying a claim and you saying, oh, that's cope. Somebody saying a claim that they believe in something higher, that they believe in their own agency, oh, that's a cope. You calling things cope is a cope. Right? That's why it destroys itself. You're sniping dopamine. You're being right. You're just sitting in your self-satisfied void where you can shoot everything down and be miserable forever. There's a pleasure and comfort in sitting there and always knowing you will be right, and bad things will continue to happen to you, and you will be right. It will affirm what you think you know. So, I mean, by the way, to answer the question, how do I keep going?
That is true, what he just said.
Why haven't I given up, whatever. I'm not a materialist. I don't think that's what life is about. It's not about, oh, have fun, climb up, make money, everything has to be good, I have to be comfy, snuggle. That's not what this shit is. I talk about the problems this generation is facing. It is mostly, the frame of comparison are just like the millennials, the boomers, somewhat the greatest generation. I mean, you go before that, World War II, World War I, Great Depression, you go back further into antiquity, it's just, there's all sorts of human suffering. Sometimes I gotta get philosophical on your ass. You think life is just about being born with the right circumstances, the right genetics at the right time, so you can have these experiences, the girls, the money, the material comfort. Most of all of history is not like that. The instant it became like that, the boomers, when they had a good dating market, they had all this material wealth, it was post-war, economic boom, baby boom, they had the culture, they had the rock and roll, they had all of it. They it up for all the future generations because they became so selfish and so insular that they fucked off all future obligations to posterity. They're selling off estates, their family.
I mean, we know that's not true, though. How do we know that? Because there are people who become multimillionaires every year. Jeff Bezos wasn't born into money. I mean, he may have been born into some degree of money, maybe middle class or something like that. But he wasn't definitely wasn't born a millionaire, nor was he born a billionaire. And he is, well, hold on. Let me go tend to my daughter real quick. Give me a second. Okay, little lady, she fell and hit her elbow, so she needed kisses on her elbow. Now she feels better. But I don't know where we left off, if I was talking or if we were watching him, so we're just going to continue to react, and the good part is still coming anyway.
He's been sitting on for hundreds of years, just completely devouring the youth to maintain their whatever. A man does not live on bread alone. Is that why we're here? Empires rise and fall. The instant things get good, that group of people, fortunate enough to be born in that time, fuck it up for everyone else.
Oh, yes, now I remember. Yeah, nothing's fucked up for anybody. Because if that person becomes you, if you become a millionaire, or even if you just live a good life, not everybody needs to become a millionaire. You don't need to become a millionaire to live a good life. You know what I'm saying? But you do it. You know what I'm saying? You are comfortably making ends meet. You have a home, you have a family, or whatever it is that you desire. I mean, at that point, can you even say that shit got fucked up for you if you're living a good life? So I guess it didn't get fucked up for everybody. And if you can find people who come from literally every walk of life that attain that, then who's it fucked up for? If black people, Asian people, white people, Hispanic people, illegal immigrants, people born here, if literally people born into poverty, people born into good families or wealthy families, if everybody, you can find examples from every walk of life doing it, then who exactly is it fucked up for? It's fucked up for the people who fall into the trap, who don't escape the trap that has been laid for you. We'll get to it in a minute.
And the cycle continues. If that's what you think life is all about, is material comfort and accomplishment, and there's no meaning to any sort of suffering or no reason why you might be born in a certain time, in a certain body. If that's what you think, you got to realize what model of the universe you're accepting. History is full of war and famine. Life is a Pandora's box of horror. You will die, you will see everyone you know die. You will get debilitating health conditions. You know, being completely atheistic about these things, it really is a luxury. Because if the material conditions of your life every day are suffering, you can't do it. You do not have a choice in this situation to consider there's no meaning to your suffering, no reason to stick it out. It is only now in relatively high, yet, admittedly declining material conditions, they're still high. It's only now that we have this luxury, that we think life is just about doing all these things, making these accomplishments, and if you're not able to do them, it's pointless. I really did become disillusioned with self-improvement, and there was truth to that. I made a video, I can't remember, it was like Gurus and Fake Hope or something. And in it I talked about how the law of attraction is kind of like it itself is saturated. Conditions are getting, slowly declining. Not that slowly anymore after the pandemic, honestly. They're declining, so all these people are trying to get the same things. They're all like manifesting. And this, to a large degree, is still true. I have changed my tone about these things, though. There's a book called Our Thoughts Determine Our Lives, The Life and Teachings of Elder Thaddeus of Vitrovnica. Reading this was able to reconcile something in my mind. I still maybe felt there was...
Shit. That's tough. Give him a 1 or 2, nigga. I don't even got enough red paint. I just don't want to make this color again. That's be too much for me. Like, I don't care that much. Let me just make the year and call it quits, What else did I add here? I want to have like a slight bend to it, which I don't like, but I gotta add a little bit of brown paint. Yeah, that's pretty symmetrical for that. More background. Actually, surprisingly enough, boys, he almost finished it, which is I don't know how to feel about that. Like, it feels nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels nice, like shit. Like, I don't even. We were painting for like I don't even know how long. It's probably been almost 3 hours, but we're about done. I just need to add some minor details here and there, and get the eyes of the thing, and then I don't even know, nigga. Life goes on. Like shit. Maybe I'll make the arm a little thicker. Cause the blue plate keeps on fucking dripping on top of it, so this is the type of painting that you gotta do like flat, but you make it work. You make it work, you make it work. Taking my
There was
shirt off, I
something
feel
about
hot.
this law of attraction stuff. It was just completely off. And this reconciled it for me. And as I read more and more, I found more and more philosophers, great men I respect and would like to follow and emulate. They have similar teachings, they have similar outlooks. It differs from The Secret, from all this manifestation practice, but it still is highlighting the same metaphysical principle which I have become entirely convinced of.
Wow. This was a pleasant surprise. I didn't see this coming, because this is a direction we're going to be going in. Interesting path that he took to get here, but I like where we're going now. Let's see where he goes from here.
Which is that your life corresponds to your predominant mental attitude. St. Pius.
Wow. Yeah. But let's see if he can package this information in a way that answers the email that he started this video off with.
Paisios of Mount Athos says similar things. If you read about his dialogues with people who came to visit him and ask for his advice. I mean, this is the purpose of prayer. A thought is a thing. It has energy and form. People don't control them. They're controlled by them.
One thing I realized about myself is that I don't actually think that much. Like, maybe I might come out smart to some people or highly intellectual, but nah, nigga, I'm not any of that shit. It's like, I need to be triggered. Like, if you trigger me, then I might say something that's like, I guess, quote unquote profound. But if you don't, then I don't like care. I got this one class where they keep on trying to like figure you out and shit, but it's like they try too hard. It's like you can't really like you're not really triggering my thoughts. Like, once you trigger my thoughts, you can get a lot out of me. Until then, it's just like it's sensitive, overly neurotic, and annoying. At least to me. This whole time, I could have got the color I wanted to. Not really. Definitely a better color in some sense. The inside. Start the thing up again.
They get in these neurotic thought patterns and their life gets much worse. You don't have to believe me. Too many men I respect hold this belief, and I've seen it happen. I have seen it happen. People enter this negativity spiral. They constantly express fear, despair. That's all.
You can tell he's a little nervous talking about this. He's probably cultivated a fan base of materialists. You can tell because he keeps swallowing. Pause. Like,
Nigga, you get.
And we've all been there. I've experienced that, talking about things that I'm somewhat uncomfortable to talk about, because you always are concerned that depending on what you're talking about, that people are going to think you're foolish. But as the Bible says, the wisdom of God is foolishness to man. but I ain't religious, and I sure as fuck am not a Christian. But we'll get to it in a
This
second.
nigga
All they
lying
think about, and it
to
keeps on
himself.
happening. I've seen it way too many times. But this does differ from The Secret. It differs from these manifestation techniques, you know, where you just sit down and you try to imagine all these things. Because all that stuff is entirely connected and dependent upon the result. It feeds.
Yeah, essentially, I agree with him. The book, the concept of manifestation that you will learn in The Secret, and that's how I became a YouTuber. I read The Secret, I applied it, and I became incredibly successful and was making.
I've heard about that book, The Secret, for a long ass time, but I never bothered to read it really. It never really struck me as something that I would read it, you know. It's like one of those like books where it's like, this is how you become successful. Like there's so many books like that, you know. The quote unquote hack. To me again, the hack is just wanting to do it. If you want to do it, you will do it. Like again, like my shit texts you at fucking like, yo, pull up, parents ain't home, whatever. Nigga, like you'll find a way. Like you get creative, even if you don't got a car, nigga. Like you gonna find a way to get what you truly desire, which is the poem, right? So like niggas sit down there, trying to sit down with excuses. Oh no, I can't do it. Of course you can, bro. You just don't want to do it. That's okay, but at least be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself and say, oh, it's because of this or it's because of that. You simply just don't want to do it. If you wanted to do it, you would do it. You know, I'm for sure. Ain't nothing really stopping you. You know what I'm saying? That one saying, like, ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove. The fuck? How do we end this shit up?
I went from making, like, I don't even remember at this point. I don't know.
Get it done. You got that money.
Like,
you got that money on.
Less than $1,200 a month doing various jobs. To my first check from YouTube was $8,000.
Rich.
And I never saw a decline in how much money I made. It only went up from there. I never saw a decline until I became religious, became a Christian.
Until Jesus.
And that's fine because
Jesus took the money on the way.
So value that arc, that period of my life, because it equipped me with so much wisdom and understanding that I can now apply the things that I was reading in the Bible in a more metaphysical way, and the results that it is yielding in my life. Amazing. But we'll get there. We're almost done.
Feeds the greed, the lust, what would be called the passions. When you can observe the principle itself, if you're always thinking about the problems in your life, you will find you always have more problems. If you instead switch your mindset to being grateful and thinking peaceful, good things about yourself and others, you will find your life will be peaceful. You will have more things to be grateful for. I experienced this in immersing myself in all these black pills, in accepting all of these things. Not only the genetic determinism stuff, but the economic, the other social issues facing jinns.
Like, my thoughts on fate and determinism is as simple as I believe that it's like you wanted it in that very end. Like it's like your deepest desire in the very end. So it's like even if, you know, like you did some fuck shit, it's cause you wanted to do shit. Some part of you really craved that shit. Like some part of you wanted that, you know?
Z now, oh, it's so much worse than it was, 1960s. Back then their mindset was so optimistic about the future. Now everything's pessimistic, everything's going down. I saw this and it colored my whole view of the world. And I did reach this state of...
Also, I don't know if that's so true, bro. maybe there were some people who are optimistic about the future, but there are some people who are optimistic about the future today. I mean, if you take a look at black people, for instance, living in America in the 1960s, don't forget the civil rights movement resulted in the passage of the civil rights laws in 1964. Black people were getting hosed down and dogs sat on them. The point I'm making is I don't think universally everybody was optimistic about the future and thought they had the whole world ahead of them, but I'm sure many people did, and it's the same thing today. It's the same thing today.
Of apathy, which was caused by the fear of me constantly thinking about these things. And
as Jesus said, the poor will always be among us. Something like that.
Emotion. I mean, I could have made some shit ass course and made a bunch of money, but not even like that. I could have grown this channel a lot more if I would have been more active, certain moments of growth. But I was in this spiral. I was in this state of apathy because that all I would think about is the problem. So I would always encounter more problems. And my pessimistic outlook of the world colored my life. There is a fundamental reality, but there is also a layer of the reality that you shape with your thoughts. Your attention, your mind is the only real thing you have control over. It's what differentiates us from the animal kingdom. Controlling it properly is what allows you to transcend your fate, to transcend the animal genetic cast you were born into, because it is the aspect of creation, the aspect, the image of God inside us. Because I am growing out of apathy and this compulsive need to escape, I have things I want to accomplish. I intend to accomplish them. I am letting go of my dependence on the outcome, my lust to really achieve these things. I am simply trying to achieve them. And every day when I wake up, I thank God that I have another opportunity to create my will onto the world. I want to be an example. Even when I do succeed, people are going to be like, oh.
Okay, cool. Now, I don't believe in God, the way how he just used that word. He thanks God. I don't believe in a person sitting up there, watching.
He's gonna start sounding like a prophet. Honestly, I've been listening to this video for years. You might have to change this shit up. Just cause I don't even care.
Yeah, judging you. Checking off a list, if you're naughty or nice, going to send you to burn in hell forever or whatever the fuck it is that the various religions push and all that stuff. Also, you heard me quote the Bible. I said I'm not a Christian. I don't believe the Bible is literal. I don't believe it's historically accurate. I think it's, for the most part, fictional stories, symbolic stories. But
nigga agrees with the Bible as long as it agrees with him. But I don't think this shit is fucking copyrighted, right? I don't think so, right? And if it is, it's underground. Hold up. Yeah, I'm good. Hold up. Say what? Say what? Emotion.
I need to cut my bow, fucking this hoe. She bad, I'm a high body, she like so. I'm in the studio with your hoe, DB doing some good. Yeah, I told her, let's shoot it, he go, and he go. Go get that out, go get that out, go.
You feel me? That shit was tough, you know what I'm saying? Got that little energy in that hole, you feel me? Bump up that energy a little bit. But, let's see, what else do I gotta add here? I gotta add a little symbol on this shit, you know. Just something to add a little bit more energy to it, you know. Something that make you feel what I feel. This is, I might name this, what will I name this? Maybe like Requiem? No, so ain't no one really watching, so let's see. The fuck? What the hell is it doing that? My person ain't straight. That's why. What the hell? Shit, you kidding me? It's on dry out. Alright. Hashtag generation. Whatever it is. Erase some stuff off. Okay, that's fine. Erase. You know, I've been ate like all day. The money that I could have spent on food, I spent on paint. Some niggas might be like, yeah, that grind's real, nigga. I feel dumb as shit. I feel dumber than rocks right now. I'm hungry, nigga. Hungry. Us. I know I should get a better paint, but I don't really care. So that shit looks raw, unadulterated. Oh shit. I was about to get that shit right then and there. I was like, no, not my precious love. See these hoes, man. They don't really love a nigga like that. You know who did love a nigga? The paint. The paint loved a nigga for real, dog. I had nobody, nigga. The paint was there, nigga. You feel me? And like real deal, real spill. Alright, so basically what's gonna happen, right? Is that for these small minor details, I cannot have my painting like upright because it's gonna like fuck up everything. I won't be able to show that part at all. You know, which is kind of tragic because I mean, kind of defeats the purpose. Not always doesn't of me showing off myself painting, but you know, like the way I'm doing it with the super runny, like it's like ironic in a way. It's like nigga, like I didn't think this shit through. Why would I use like runny paint the day that I have to show niggas and shit in it? I know it has to be laid like flat and shit. Like, you know, in some ways it's humorous. It's just hilarious. Anyways, I apologize if the stream was shit. If you liked it though, I love you. You feel me? You liked it, I love you though. You know what I'm saying? Be kind, uplift others, and show the reflection of Christ. Oh my god, bro. So he was edited. Yo, when I think about it, yo, I'm like thinking about some shit that's like kind of hilarious to me. Oh, why's my hair like that? Nah, look at it. I'm looking at it like this, like my hair just likes being weird for no fucking reason. This is the consequences of having freeforms, bro. It's like a two-edged sword, bro. Can't have it all. That's what they say. You can't have it all. Oh my god, bro. My friend just pulled up, bro. I don't know if y'all boys saw him or not. But you know, my friend, my homeboy. Oh, the mic is covering my homeboy right now. Yeah, you see my homeboy? It's my homeboy right there, you know what I'm saying? He just came in for my little paint sesh type shit, you know. It's all love, you feel me? I love it when, you know, our boys, they out here, they showing support, they showing love. And that's what really matters in the end, you know. Love and support and spreading positivity and uplifting others. So, you know what I'm saying? To my homeboy out there, you feel me? Right there, you feel me? Before I do kill you, I just want to say, I love you. I love you, dog. I love you, man. I love you. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that nigga lucky. I was thinking about getting a raid, but it's not worth it. See. After I finish with the background, I would say this thing is practically done. Retrospectively, like it's not like utterly finished. Like my home, but my homeboy, bro, he's so inspirational. He's just like right there, type shit. You know what I mean? He's like so close to me. You know, like they say sometimes like you can be too close, but nah, I don't believe that. Well, you know, it's like, don't call on my fucking. I will kill you. Call on my microphone. Though. Relax, relax, relax on the mic. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You want to be on my MacBook? Okay, fine, fine, fine. Be on my MacBook. I only paid $1,000 for it. Only $1,000. Probably more. I don't even know. My mom got it for me anyways. No, it's okay. It's yours now. You can have it. Alright, let's log in. I gotta actually look at this fucking roach because I need to make sure where it's at because I'm not trying to be surprised, you know? Fuck is this shit going? It just keeps on like crawling around, like. And I already killed your home. I killed your like your other friend, just for your ass to come back and harass me. Y'all niggas never stop, bro. Cause I did it to myself. I can't even get mad. And luckily for me, they only come out with the paint is out, so it's like weird. It's like the roaches only will come if I have paint out, but if I don't have paint out, they like vanish into the air. I don't know where they are spawning from, but I gotta figure it out. This nigga's like crawling all over my screen, like he's like flexing on my ass right now. It's like he knows I'm busy, he knows I'm working on some shit, and he just like, you know, he just want to flex on me. Like, I know you're not gonna do shit, nigga. I know you're not gonna spray raid all over your camp. I know you're not gonna do shit, nigga. Like, bruh. Oh shit. Shit. Okay, bro. Like now, like if you start crawling, like okay. There you go. Relax on my fucking pain, nigga. There we go. We scared it off. Cause I don't know, bro. Like you my buddy, but it's like gotta relax sometimes. Like you know what I'm saying? Like hands to yourself. We cool and all, but it's like, bro, hands to yourself, bro. Can't teach these damn things, these things, basic courtesy, you know. But sometimes you just gotta kill them. Your life simple. Keep the cortisol low. What's the purpose of this? I forgot. I don't know. What will I name this? I don't know. Only God can decide such. Do I believe in God? On Sundays. I ain't never went to church on Sundays. I'm a Sunday Adventist. Yeah. Man of many faces and many facades. Sometimes I think that I accidentally called the demon of rot, Beelzebub, into my room. I forgot to say. It's like Beelzebub. Sometimes I think I called the demon Beelzebub into my room. Like there's just so many rotten things in there. I didn't even ask for it, it's just there. It's like Beelzebub is here, the Lord of the Flies. And of the rotten things. That stink. And are full of pus. You know. Did I even ask for it? No. I want it? Maybe I did. Who knows? Probably did. Probably did. Me lying if let's see. Cowboys gonna see, so stay invested. Cowboys gonna see what I'm doing right now. The last products of a long thought that I had back in the day. Something that I thought about way back in the day. Really like we're gonna get an artist. I mean, bro, niggas used to just dead ass just scribble and shit, and they made it. So why couldn't I make it? Couldn't I make it? Even if my paintings are quite simplistic in nature, maybe a bit odd and neurotic. What the fuck? Yeah, I think they're beautiful. They have their own taste. I think in art, that's something that's hard to do. It's hard to curate something with a particular taste. Well, a lot of people probably think it's ugly and like it. Maybe. That doesn't really concern me. Nothing really concerns me. Not future nor past. That's what I'm gonna name this piece. Not future nor past. No future, no past. And is it truly finished? No. I still need to add like minor details, make it fuller, shit like that. But I'm hungry. So this is how we're gonna end off our painting, Y'all boys enjoyed. Y'all boys got to saw my friends and shit like that. Definitely not the best work, but something quick, something simple. Start shit off. Till next time, boys. Till next time. Really, truly, I say unto you. Look at this palette, This ain't even an end. Look at this whole palette, bro. It's just a simple painting, but I definitely experimented a lot here. I'm gonna turn this into like a mask or some shit and then like have niggas buy it. It's gonna be tough. Not future nor past. Not future nor past.